Chef Talk with Kyle Cherrick is brought to you by the following presenting sponsors: Mandel and the North End. For more information on these or other supporting sponsors, please click on the banner ads to the right of the Chef Talk episodes for links directly to their websites. For this Chef Talk with Kyle Cherrick, I catch up with Todd Moore, the new chef de cuisine of Lake Park Bistro. He came to us via Chicago and Longman and Eagle's one Michelin star awarded restaurant, and now he's here to cook some great French food. He's become a friend. It is Chef Talk with Kyle Cherrick and Chef Todd Moore at Lake Park Bistro.
I mean, all the early influences came from French cooking. You know, I spent some time in school in Chicago, which was kind of a classical French background.
Did you go to Kendall or did you go to?
I spent some time at Kendall.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when I started cooking at Blackbird, it was very French influenced at the time.
Based, yeah.
It's a different restaurant now than it was back when I had the opportunity to cook there, but it was pretty classically, rooted in France, and then certainly there were influences from Spain and Italy. There was such a culture in that kitchen. There were so many interesting, talented people, and they were all like voracious readers, and there was just this exchange of knowledge, and those have always been influences for me.
You and Carlisle almost fascinate me. Carlisle at Umamimoto always fascinate me because you're the only two chefs I know that basically took a lower position and get uncomfortable so I can get better as an overall chef.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no one else has done that, but I don't know any other two chefs that have done that as drastically as you and he, which is really ballsy.
There was a point when I was, I'd cooked for a few years and then left it again for all the wrong reasons. And I remember there was like some really critical conversations I had with some people, like huge influences in my cooking career. And I wish I would have listened to what they told me at that point, but I still felt like I knew what was best. And then,
Let me guess, you were like 24.
No, I didn't start cooking until I was 28 years old.
Wow.
So, but anyway, long story short is that I came back to it, and I think that maybe being a little older and not having as much time and experience in kitchens has made me a lot more focused, because there's a time limit on this sort of thing, there just really is, and so I had a lot of catching up to do, and again, even when I can remember like the first week on a line at a restaurant was a very trying experience, and in that first week I had to. It was kind of sink or swim, and I had like 19-year-old kids giving me shit all day long, and I just kind of had to swallow it and learn quick and be better than they were as quickly as possible.
So do you get freaked out coming into the kitchen thinking, I'm the exec now? This is kind of an institution, kind of. It totally is.
I mean, I think that yes, there's a lot of like really great people that have cooked here,
Yeah.
And this restaurant has a lot of accolades, deservedly so, So yes, there are large shoes to fill, but at the same time, I mean, I'm confident enough in my cooking and in and drawing on my experience that I can continue to, I think, push this restaurant forward and hopefully continue to help keep it relevant, as relevant it was, 10 years ago. I think it still can be that, that type of restaurant today.
Give me your thoughts about the Milwaukee culinary scene here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm surprised by it. There's obviously the, restaurants like this that are kind of an institution, or Sanford that are an institution in the city and have been here for many, many years and have enjoyed a lot of success. But I also think there's a lot of stuff kind of percolating from the ground right now, which is making it a really fertile, interesting city for cooking.